Hi everyone, it's Tanya Marie. It's week 6. Oh, I went blank. Week 6, and I'm exhausted, and I look tired, and I feel tired. It's been a long week, and yeah, I had my checkup with my surgeon on Thursday, which was really good. It was good to see him, and he said everything's going fine. He's really happy with how things are. He's a bit worried about my mood because I've still been a little down, but surely that's to do with not eating enough. Surely I'm just generally tired most of the time. I also haven't been going to bed at reasonable hours, which doesn't help. He was happy with my bloods. He says they look good, so I'm not anemic at this stage, and my B12 and everything looks good. My blood sugars were perfect, so I'm more than happy. Still not a diabetic. Yay! What's happened since my last vlog? My last vlog, I said I was going to have salmon when I was allowed soft food, and I had my salmon. I was depressed because I could only eat like 2 little mouthfuls, not even mouthfuls, like half little nibbles of salmon, and I was full, which was depressing because it was so yummy. But I can officially be on any food I like now except for rice and pasta, which I have to avoid for 2 to 3 months, so that's a bit sad. But now I'm going to give other foods a go, and hopefully they will stay down, because I've had a couple of instances this week again where I have eaten food that I thought would be okay and I didn't chew it enough, and then ended up getting sick on it. I went out for lunch on Tuesday or Wednesday. Meh, doesn't matter. I went out for lunch and I had some pork, which is probably the worst thing I could have had, but it was meant to be slow cooked, so it was supposed to be really good. And the moment I put it in my mouth, I thought, this doesn't feel very soft. But I thought, hey, I've got teeth, I'll use them, I'll be sweet as. Chewed and swallowed it, and the moment I swallowed it, I thought, I'm going to have to excuse myself now and go and throw this up, because it's stuck. And it was stuck. It was horrible. And it was the first time, like, I've had episodes where I felt sick and wanted to throw up, but I've never felt like I was going to die, and I felt like I was going to die. I felt like it was stuck. I didn't get the sweats or anything like that. I just felt really uncomfortable to the point of, don't talk to me because I'll cry at you, you know, that kind of pain. So that was a learning curve, and it's definitely put me off pork for a while, which is probably not a bad thing anyway. Yeah, so my surgeon's really happy with how things are going, and so I don't have to go and have a checkup now for another 3 months, so that's good. Christchurch was nice. It was really hot. Every time I go to Christchurch, it's like the best weather they've ever had. I seem to take it with me. So I don't do so well in the heat, so it was good to come home to the cold. Yeah, last week, was it last week or the week before, I bought some jammies, and oh, it was last week. I bought some jammies, and I haven't had jammies that have fitted me, you know, girl jammies that have fitted me, since ever. I mean, the reality is, before the surgery, I actually slept naked, so I didn't need jammies technically. But now I feel the cold after surgery, I totally need jammies, so I bought some, and I'll show you what the pattern looks like if I can. They're blue. They're blue. And they've got owls on them. You see? There's an owl. Kind of hard to see. And the owls go whom and who. So, yeah. Never do this. This is hard. There you go. An owl. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that. I shouldn't do that. So how's my weight gone in terms of weight loss? I've lost 2.8 kilos, which is, hold on, I've got a conversion thing. That's 6.2 pounds this week. So things are tracking along. So that's good. What else? Not a lot really. It's just been one of those weeks that's school's back, so work's back. And that's why I'm tired today, because I've just come back from work, and it was harder than I thought it would be, which is really stupid because it's not like it's a big hard job or anything, but I guess all that decision making that I do eventually makes you tired. I don't know, I was, yeah, pretty exhausted. So I'm planning to have a sleep this afternoon, like a baby having a sleep, because that's all I do. Yeah, I'm low. My water's getting better. Drinking my water is getting better. I'm still not drinking enough, but I'm not feeling as dehydrated as I have been feeling. And I've discovered some protein shakes here in New Zealand that are kind of like what you guys quite often show in America, which are like little, they look like, how to describe it, like little milkshakes in little cartons with a little straw, like a 250 ml container of those, and they've got 20 grams of protein, and the dietitian says they're fine, so I can have one of those a day and know that at least I'm getting that much protein, because we worked it out and it turned out I was only getting 9 grams of protein a day. I'm supposed to have between 50 and 60 grams. So that's my goal this week, now that I'm on real food, is to work really hard at getting enough protein in, because I'm not eating enough food, and it's not intentional, it's just I really can't cope with any more than I am eating now. So yeah, one exciting thing that happened this week was when I flew up to Christchurch. I was feeling confident because I knew that the belt on the plane was going to fit me, so that made me feel really good. Ugh, I do look tired, and yucky, my hair's messy, and I've got this thing, cowlicky thing. I look like I've been dragged through a bush backwards. Anyway, I was confident on the plane because I knew I wasn't going to have to get an extension belt, a fat chick belt, as I call it. And I hadn't the last trip, but it was pretty close to needing it. So I was confidently striding in and thinking I'll be fine, and I was. I had heaps of belt left, so I was really excited about that. But the thing that always was my killer on a plane was the planes that we've got are very little. Okay, they were designed by French people who don't need lots of space. When the tray table never quite went down, like it would, my stomach would just be in the way. So the first thing I did the moment I got into the seat was to put the table down, the tray table, to see if it would go down, and I had heaps of room, so I was stoked. And it meant that I actually had a cup of coffee on the plane, and I'd never done that when I've been by myself before, because I've always been aware of the tray. So I sat there with my iPod and my music, which I've been learning for a concert coming up, and my cup of coffee, and I felt really, really normal, which was fantastic. Yeah, it's the little things that make happy, like pajamas that you can't really see on YouTube when I hold them up, and like not having to worry about squeezing the person next to you out of their seat on a plane. So that was really cool. While I was in Christchurch, I went clothes shopping. That was actually traumatic. The woman that was serving me had no interest in selling clothes at all. She seriously was like the laziest person in the world, and she didn't have any, she had no passion for this job. So everything I looked at was wrong, and yeah, I actually left the shop feeling really miserable. Everything in the shop would have fitted me. There was nothing that, sizing wasn't a problem. It was just she had no real interest in selling me clothes. So I went to another store and got myself a pair of jeans in a smaller size, which are going to be my goal jeans. I mean, it won't take long to get into them, but it was nice to have a pair of jeans sitting there waiting for the day in the not too distant future when I'll be able to fit into them. So there you go, that's me today. I'm going to go and have a sleep, because you can see, look, I've got bags under my eyes, and my skulls shiny and sweaty. Yeah, feeling pretty crappy-oly. Crappy-oly. That's my new word, crappy-oly. I don't know what it means, but it's my new word for today. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're drinking your water, and you're taking your vitamins and minerals, and your calcium and your iron, because it's really, really important, and you're eating all the